Rittenhouse acquitted of all charges. America still has a spine. Kyle acquitted. What does this mean for America? As I stated, it means that America is still breathing. It means that the foot of the communist authoritarians is not fully planted on the back, on the necks of American citizens as they stood outside the courthouse trying to intimidate the jury with chants of no justice, no peace, with brawls breaking outside the courthouse, with jurors honestly worrying about possible riots that might burn down their own homes. This makes sense to some degree, but they stood firm and they stood up for what is justice in terms of the fact that according to the law, Kyle Rittenhouse defended himself. And that means that American citizens can go out and once again exercise control over their own lives, to have agency, to be able to defend themselves against an attempted lethal onslaught. And the politicos that wanted Kyle to be hung, that wanted to use him as an example as to what happens when you stand in their way, well, they've got to take a step back now. And I'm going to make a prediction that the riots that many people were predicting will be nowhere near as bad as those with the George Floyd riots, because at that time it was in the interest of said politicos to reap the benefits for themselves of the riots while the rest of America suffered greatly, because it propelled them into political office. It was a calculated move. It is why that scumbag Kamala Harris visited Jacob Blake and told him that she was proud of him. It's why Joe Biden called the family. It was opportunism. It was political opportunism. And now they've got to take a step back, and they realize that if they allow the riots to reign, that they are going to be blamed, because before they could blame it on Trump, despite the fact that it was a calculated maneuver by the governor of Wisconsin when he, after seeing what happened with George Floyd, to allow the riots to persist, to not call in the National Guard. And now he has twice as many National Guardsmen called up than at the height of the Kenosha riots, when he finally did call them in to help restore peace. Calculated political move, and the riots will be far less severe, in addition to the fact that even some of those who intend to riot know that if they were in the position of Kyle Rittenhouse, that they would have done the same thing. Therefore, there's less animus, there's less fuel on the fire of these riots. That's my prediction for you. And if there are riots, then Joe Biden is going to have to stamp them down. The governor of Wisconsin will stamp them down. And if there are riots and somebody protects themselves by shooting them when they're coming after them in a lethal manner, hey, I'm not going to weep for the rioter. America stands strong. America still has a spine. This is a good day for freedom. This is a good day for the Second Amendment. This is a good day for personal liberty and the right to defend oneself. So we should all be cheering that these rights have been upheld. We should all be wishing Kyle a fantastic lawsuit against all those who defamed him, who called him a murderer, who called him a white supremacist without any evidence. And I'm so looking forward to the money that he will reap from these lawsuits, from these colossal scumbags that use the hyperbole to gain clicks, to use this hyperbole to inflame others wrongly. Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Today is a good day for America. Thumb up this video, thumb it up, subscribe, hit the all notification bell, and feel free to join me on Rumble or Odyssey. Recharge freedom. Peace.